What's good, YouTube? E.B.N. back at you once again. It's Thursday, bitch. Took the night shift. And what's in the headlines right now, as of the moment, or it's been in the headlines for a couple weeks, has been the nigga by the name of Morant. And in my opinion, Morant is fucking retarded. He's retarded because, number one, he flashed the gun on IG Live. And number two, because he flashed that gun, it's like he literally just fucked up his whole career then. You know? Any nigga signed to the NBA, in my opinion, you have to maintain this like perfect image. You know, I mean, for God's sake, you're helping out the community. You know, whenever like niggas do like tour drives or Thanksgiving dinners for families or any after school programs and shit. You know, most niggas in the NBA are doing something to benefit the community because they're always out in public all the time. They're always seen by people inside and off the court. So it's kind of like you gotta really maintain a somewhat of a decent image. I know some niggas shouldn't really be in the limelight when it comes to that shit, but I would say, since you're a basketball player and you know kids watch basketball, it's kind of like you're a role model for real. And in this day and age, you really don't have a lot of role models for kids, man. Sure, you may have the occasional motherfuckers, but it's like, as of like a new role model for children, you know, that's at least a young nigga, I would say there's not really a lot of role models for kids, man. You know, there's not really a lot of niggas that kids can really look up to. You know, at least that's young. Maybe like Hall of Famers and legends in the NBA, like Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, for example. He's still a role model. Scottie Pippen, Kobe Bryant, rest in peace. Allen Iverson, and so forth. You know, some of these niggas are somewhat of, I would say they're role models. But as far as any of these young niggas that just started out in the NBA, they don't really care about that, you know, self-image shit. The only time they care about their image is when it's being ruined. Like, they ruin it themselves, man. And one way to ruin your image is to, like Morant, flash a gun on IG Live. Or, you know, if niggas see you in strip clubs and shit, and you're, you know, in the NBA, it's kind of weird. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, but I will understand that shit. But as far as, like, you know, flashing a gun, like, come on now, man. Like, you know, this nigga is only 23, man. Like, nigga's older than me by 1 year, and like, it makes niggas look bad, bro. Like, it makes people in the black community, and it makes people like Morant and motherfuckers that want to be in the NBA, hood niggas and black people just in general, it makes us look bad, bro. Like, it makes us look like this is all we want to portray. And to some degree, it's true. Because if you take somebody like Morant, this is somebody who was never a street nigga. I want y'all niggas to marinate on that shit. You know, if you ain't a street nigga, why would you do street shit? Why would you do hoe shit? Why would you flash a gun on IG Live pretending like you about that life? Nigga, you went to a private school. You know, you got what? You got decent grades in school, nigga. Like, you ain't a hood nigga. You know, even me, just because I'm wearing white and I got some cornrows on, doesn't mean I'm from a gang. You know, it may look like it, but I'm not gonna go flash gang signs literally 2 blocks away from here, nigga. Like, even though this isn't really an area where you see a lot of hood niggas, I'm still not gonna do it, you know, based off the simple fact that I'm not in a gang. I don't want to affiliate myself with niggas who are about that life. I don't want to portray that life, you know. And I don't want hood niggas to track me down and shoot me and kill my ass. You know, if you were born into that shit, I will understand, because some niggas can't get out of it. Like, if you were born in a gang, you could go anywhere you want, you know, in the world. But some niggas can't even leave their own fucking hood. But if you do decide to leave, you know, wherever you go, like, niggas would still know, like, okay, you're from so and so area, so you can't really, like, you know, switch up on niggas. You know, you can't not be a hood nigga if you were born into that shit. That's why, man, I never really understand why these rappers and industry niggas always want to portray that image, like, that they're about that life. You know, a lot of them, man, like, most of these niggas in, like, the industry, a lot of these niggas are not Bloods. A lot of these niggas are not Crips. You know, a lot of these niggas have done some pretty zesty shit. And you could do research on this, but, you know, let's take Chris Brown, for example. Chris Brown, back in the day, was dancing for 13-year-old girls. Up until, like, I want to say 8 or 9 years ago, or 10 years ago, the nigga gets a bunch of tattoos. Nigga wears red rags. He might have even worn a blue rag. But nigga acts like he's blooding and shit. Like, you were for real hood, nigga. You were for real, like, you know, you about that life. And what I say to that nigga, I don't find you fucking threatening. Because, nigga, you on fucking Disney Channel, nigga. Why would I see you as a threat? You know what I'm saying? So that's how I kind of feel about Ja Morant. Ja Morant is not a hood nigga. You know, just because he may have hung around them and he did spin the block that one game after he lost. I don't know which team it was, but you could fact check me, nigga, in the comment section. Where after a game, I heard he was in a Chevy Tahoe or a Suburban, tracking down some nigga who was talking shit during the game. You know, that he played against these niggas. And then all of a sudden, the nigga just, you know, he was about to strike. And it's kind of like, the niggas that usually act hood are the ones that got money. And that's when they start, you know, being about that life. But before, like, you were not even affiliated with niggas. You know, And I've heard like this cliche: rappers want to be basketball players, and basketball players want to be rappers. And when I really think about it, it's actually true because any nigga in that profession wants to be the opposite. Like you have all these rap niggas that rap about, oh, I could have been in the league, I had hoop dreams, I could have been drafted, and it's like, nigga, you could have just done better. Like, you know, every stereotypical sophomore album nigga always raps about, oh, I could have been in the league, I could have done this with my career, I could have done that. And it's like, nigga, let it go. Like, move on. You know, you a rapper, use your fucking your talent, your gift to better your fucking situation. Especially if you fucking broke. If you broke, you should be making mixtapes and selling the motherfuckers on the corner. But when it comes to these NBA niggas, it's kind of like these niggas want to become almost rapper like NBA players. Like Allen Iverson, for example. I really don't know if he was about that life, but even if he was, he shouldn't have like brought that shit upon himself every time he played on the court. What he could have just done is, you know, just play basketball. Like, it's really not a hard it's really not a hard thing to do, man. Like, especially if you are a good player. Now, if you suck in the NBA, I don't know what to say, but you know, I'm just sick and tired of these niggas like ruining it for everybody else. Now white people think all black people are like this, and every black man under the age of 20 something or 20, you know, is a hood nigga or a wannabe hood nigga. And it's like, it's kind of true. You know, it's kind of true, man. But as of now, I heard this nigga was suspended from like 8 games. They should just fire that nigga. I don't give a damn. Like, let him learn his lesson the hard way. Like, you know, let him get fired from the National Basketball Association, man, because this nigga has ruined his future, man. Like, he has basically ruined his life over flashing a fucking gun, bro. Like, imagine being told that, like, your life is basically over for flashing a gun, man. Like, it's sad, man. Like, niggas are really retarded out here. Like niggas are really dumb. Like, here you had somebody who was making so much money. Like, I'd say, let's just say a lot of money, because I don't want to be off a couple like 100,000, but probably like somewhere around that. Nigga making 100,000 per year, like, but instead you want to fucking like act all hood and shit, you know. Shannon Sharp was right, man. Like, this nigga is not about that life. Like, and I wouldn't really recommend it to anybody either. Like, you know, unless you either want to get shot or, you know, you were born into it. But, you know, it's just another black man doing some dumb shit. Shaking my damn head. But what do y'all think, man? Like, is Ja Morant an idiot for doing what he did? Or do y'all support this nigga throughout throughout all this bullshit, you know. I also heard this nigga has like temper problems and shit, and this nigga just randomly starts fights and shit. But that's a lot of NBA niggas. Let's be honest. But yeah, man, niggas are really retarded out here. Like, and just to end on this note, as sad as it is for me to say this, but you know, you have black women that will support this nigga. You know, like when it comes to the black females, like ideal nigga, this is it. This is it because she likes a rough, aggressive, a nigga who's like really doesn't give a damn about his life. You know, wannabe ex-con criminal. And this is why like niggas like John Morant, in my opinion, in my honest opinion, don't go anywhere in life. Like, you may get bitches, but last time I checked, bitches are only temporary. You know, your career is forever. You know, put that on my fucking tombstone, nigga. But bitches are temporary and your career is forever. If you're a nigga. If you're a bitch, you know, I would just recommend having a family. But when it comes to niggas, like, your career is more important than women. And if John Morant is really trying to impress these hoes out here, or he's really just trying to impress niggas, and it might be both, I really don't know. But it's like, there's no point in impressing motherfuckers just for them to like you. Because you gotta think, if you ever get into trouble with the law or some shit, which I feel like he might, nigga, they're not gonna fucking help you. They finna just leave you on the side of the road, man. Like, they're not gonna help you, you know. They're not gonna fucking, like, be your ride or die, motherfuckers. You feel me? And to be quite honest, they don't fucking care about you, man. They don't. But I wish some niggas would just see this shit, like, clearer, you know what I'm saying? But John Morant is a fool. He's a dumbass for flashing a gun on the gram. Shannon Sharp was right. And let's see where his life goes, man. I just think it's gonna be depressing as fuck. Like, wasting, like, every nigga's dream, man, is to go to the NBA. Every nigga's fucking dream, man. And statistically, it's like 0.1% of niggas that go to the NBA that are fucking drafted. Hey, man, if you want to be like John Morant, go right ahead. But I'm telling you, man, like, go fuck up your future. Fuck up your future, nigga.